Good evening everyone, I am Sandeep Kaur. Today we are going to start chapter 4 of First Flight, that is from the diary of Anne Frank. Right? Let us discuss the title first, from the diary of Anne Frank. The title is quite appropriate because the story is just according to the title itself. So it is basically not a story, but it is what? An excerpt or an extract, a part of someone's real diary. Anne Frank, who is a teenager, in the chapter itself, okay, she started writing her diary as she felt that she could not share her feelings with anyone, because she wrote this diary from 13 years of age to 15 years of age, and after that she stopped writing. Why did she stop writing? That I will tell you later. Clear? So she wrote in her teenage years, and in these years the children usually they are adults as well as they are not kids. So they become very curious in this age, and when they ask many questions to the elders, often they get bored, the elders, or generally they ignore them or they don't answer them. So and she felt that this thing, okay, that if she would write a diary, so she can confide all her feelings to it. She can share everything, whatever she felt, whatever was in her heart, she could share everything with the diary. Okay. Next thing, this so we have done title. Right? Next is theme of the chapter. The theme of the chapter is inner conflicts of a teenager. How does a teenager feel in these years? Okay, what goes in his mind and how he expresses them. Is a teenager same from inward or outward? Okay, and whatever a teenager feels, do the adults, they are able to understand him or her? So this thing she has, or in the chapter it is shown through one of the episodes of Anne Frank with one of her teachers, that is her maths teacher, Mr. Keesing. An episode is there where she shared that how she felt and how she used to express herself, and how, but totally opposite, the teachers they treated her. Clear? Now let us discuss the characters of the chapter. Let's come to the characters now. The first and foremost character is Anne Frank. She is the protagonist of the chapter. Right? She is a girl who wrote the diary and very much related to the title itself. She is a 13-year young girl. Clear? She is Jewish. Plus she is a Jew. I will tell you about Jews and Nazis afterwards during the explanation of the chapter. Second characters. This is a group of characters, that is Anne's family. In the family, Anne's father, Mr. Otto Frank, Anne's mother, Mrs. Frank, Anne's elder sister, Margaret Frank, and Anne's grandmother is there. Next is Mr. Keesing, with whom she shared this episode, which is there in the chapter. Mr. Keesing, the maths teacher, who is very old-fashioned and a strict teacher. Clear? Then Anne's classmates having very minor role in the episode. Clear? Now let's come to the introduction of the chapter. So as you have read in your class 9 about the rise of Nazism and Hitler. So you all know that Hitler during the Second World War, he was in power, and Hitler was a Nazi and he hated the Jews. Clear? तो ये जो Jews थे, they used to run here and there to hide themselves because Hitler hated them and he used to put them in concentration camps. Concentration camps, you all know as you have read in class 9 history, कि ऐसी जगह होती थी जहां पर लोगों को टॉर्चर किया जाता था, बहुत ज्यादा टॉर्चर. तो Arndt's family and one more family, that was his father's friend Mr. Van Daan. That is not mentioned in this chapter. Okay, so there is a whole novel on this, Diary of a Young Girl. Clear where it is written. तो Arndt's family और एक और family, वो दोनों कहाँ चले जाते हैं? फादर के ऑफिस की बिल्डिंग में, so that Hitler could not find them. Clear? And at that place, as Anne, she is the only, or she is little in age of to everyone, तो she feels very alone because उनको वहाँ पर छुप कर रहना पड़ता है. They cannot move out of this place. Okay, this place is known as Annexee. Clear? A very what do you call it? A separated place and isolated place, जहाँ पर वो lights नहीं on करते थे ताकि हिटलर को पता ना चल जाए. They used to see the drainage of the waste water. It was done very cautiously ताकि किसी को पता ना चल जाए कि पानी कहाँ से आ रहा है and all that. So a lot of foundations were there in that annexation. Clear? तो Anne और उसकी family plus one more family, they were in that annexation. एंड वहां पर उसने उसको 13th बर्थडे पर फादर गिफ्टेड अ डायरी. तो शी प्लान्ड दैट शी शुड राइट अ डायरी, शी शुड शेयर ऑल हर फीलिंग्स विद द डायरी, बिकॉज देयर इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट लाइन इन द चैप्टर, पेपर हैज मोर पेशेंस देन मैन. Clear? Paper has more patience than man, because human beings sometimes they get irritated, sometimes they get bored, and they respond according to their own mood. But when we share everything, when we note down everything on a paper, it just listens to us and we can outpour all our feelings on the paper. Clear? Actually it is, here it is people, but in the novel it was man. This can be a 2 mark or a long question in your exam. I have explained this thing to you. What does it mean? Clear to you all? So this was all about why did they go to the concentration camp, Anne's family and everything. Right? Now we will start the main points of the chapter. Yes, let's come to the main points of the chapter now. So first is Anne Frank's first entry in her diary. How did she start writing a diary? So the page number 50, in the very starting it is given that writing in a diary is a really strange experience for someone like me. Not only because I have never written anything before, but also because it seems to me that later on neither I nor anyone else will be interested in the musings of a 13-year-old girl. So as I have explained you, why did she start writing a diary? Because she felt that no one was taking interest in her things, in her talking, in her to discuss anything with her. No one was interested to listen to her. Clear? Family members often they had been ignoring her. That's why she decided to write a diary. She also writes, paper has more patience than people. As I explained you earlier, how paper has more patience than people. I thought of this saying on one of those days when I was feeling a little depressed and was sitting at home with my chin in my hands, bored and listless. Listless is meaning given over here, with no energy, wondering whether to stay in or to go out. One day she was very sad and depressed. बहुत उदास थी वो और उसको समझ में नहीं आ रहा था कि whether she should go out of the home or she should stay in home. Because as I told you, this is the time of World War II, which is mentioned in the chapter. Parents, they were already children, these little children, they are very curious and they don't understand. Sometimes elders don't understand the children, but sometimes the children, they don't understand the elders. One can assume that how difficult time it was for the parents. They were finding some hiding place where they could hide themselves, where Mr. Frank could save the family, hide and save the family. So in that situation, and she wanted someone who could talk to her, who could spend time with her, and that's why she started writing her diary. Right? Next is her childhood and family. Regarding family, I have told you all: elder sister, father, mother, and grandmother. Clear? So here, page number 51. My father, the most adorable father I have ever seen. Most loving father. Did not marry my mother until she was 36. Means his father and mother, they got married in late 30s and 40s. My sister Margaret was born in Frankfurt in Germany in 1926, and she has written about her birth also, that Anne Frank, she born on 12 June 1929. Please keep this date in mind. Anne Frank born on 12 June. These words can help you to write your answers and they look catchy over there. 1929. Right? She used to live in Frankfurt until she was 4, and her father emigrated to Holland. Then his father, he shifted to Holland along with his mother, leaving both the daughters along with the grandmother. And that is why Anne Frank and her sister, they were very much attached to the grandmother. Clear? Next is, I started right away at the Montessori nursery school. I stayed there until I was 6. She joined a nursery school, Montessori school, and she was there till she was 6 years old. Okay, at which time I started in the first form. First form means first class, like you people are in class 10, so she was in class 1 here. In the sixth form, my teacher was Mrs. Kapras, the headmistress, and she was in very good terms with this teacher, with the headmistress, Mrs. Kapras. Clear? In the summer of 1941, grandma fell ill and had to have an operation. Clear? I have told you about Anne's schooling, preschooling, and now let us come to grandmother's death. So what happened in January 1902? Grandmother, she died, and both the daughters, they had to shift along with the parents to Holland. Right? The 4 of us are still doing well, and this brings me to present date, to 20 June 1942, and the solemn dedication of my diary. Okay, so here she is saying कि we all 4, father, mother, sister and aunt, they are doing well. Now she has come to present day. Okay, और वो क्या कह रही है कि I am very dedicated to my diary. I share each and everything to my diary. And what is the name of the diary? Kitty. Keep in mind. Yes, next point is discussion regarding promotion to next form. Next form means to next class. So on page number 52, she has started writing a diary and she is addressing to her diary, dearest Kitty. So that day she was saying the whole class was quaking in its boots. Quaking in its boots means they all were feared. They all were afraid. Afraid about what? About the PTM, about the parents-teacher meeting, or about the results which were to be given or which were to be announced on the day. Clear? So everyone was discussing that who would be promoted to the next class. Okay, some students, they had been betting with each other that she would go or he would go, and here Anne is saying that even G is pleading. Okay, Cian and Jacques, who have stayed their entire holiday savings. Okay, some children even they stayed. दांव पे लगा देना, उन्होंने अपनी पूरी जो सेविंग थी हॉलीडेज की वो किस पर लगा दी थी? शर्त में लगा दी थी कि who would get pass or who would get not pass. Right? So here the whole class, she is sharing with her diary कि the whole class was in stress regarding the result. Next is Anne's opinion about teachers. What does she think about her teachers? Clear? So here she is saying that teachers are the most unpredictable creatures on the earth. Right? This line is also written over here, page number 52. first paragraph, last line, teachers are the most unpredictable creatures on earth. She said that she's not worried about her friends that whether they should get pass or not, because she was quite sure. And Anne is also saying that वो खुद भी पास हो जाएगी सभी सब्जेक्ट्स में, because all her teachers, there are 9 in total, 7 men और 2 female teachers हैं, तो they all are happy with her. But the maths teacher, Mr. Keesing, he is not in good terms with her, who is very strict and old-fashioned. Maths teacher, Mr. Keesing, he doesn't like that children should talk in class. So Anne, she has a talking habit. She is very talkative. You can find the synonym. It is garrulous also, right? So Anne, she is very talkative. So due to which Mr. Keesing, he did not like Anne, and he has given her a punishment to write an essay on a topic, a chatterbox. What is the title of an essay, of the essay? A chatterbox. Chatterbox means a child or a person who always keep on talking and can't stop himself or herself. So Mr. Keesing, out of anger, out of irritation, because Anne could not stop herself of talking in his class, he gave him a topic to write an essay on the topic, a chatterbox. Clear? Next part of the chapter we will do afterwards, but first you go through the text, because reading of the text is must, as I always tell you. Extracts will be there in the exams. So go through the chapter and ask me if there is any doubt. Good evening everyone, I am Sandeep Kaur. So we have been doing chapter 4 from the book, the first flight, from the diary of Anne Frank, right? So some points we discussed, some main points of the chapter, characters and title, everything. And today we are going to start from 7th point. So till now we have read about Anne's family, why they had been put into the hiding place, or why they decided to live in the hiding place, the history of the family and the whole atmosphere of the country and all, right? So today we are going to do the according to me, this is the if we divide the chapter into 2 parts, then this is the second part. First part is regarding the family of Anne Frank, and second part is the main episode of this chapter, that is the classroom episode or the maths teacher Mr. Keesing's episode, right? So here we have 7th episode. So as we have read earlier that students of Anne's class or Anne's classmates, they all have been discussing about the result to be out the next day. Clear? And they all were very tense that who would be sent to the next grade or who would be promoted to the next grade, and what would be the parents' reaction and all. As children, they usually discuss before the PTM or the result, right? So come here, 7th point. Mr. Keesing assigned the homework to Anne. I have written here 1. Why I have written here 1, that I will explain you later. Okay, so as we have read that Anne, she has a quality of talking a lot in the class. This quality in the teenage children, it is usually there. So similarly, Anne has a quality of talking a lot in the class. Clear? Due to which the maths teacher, who is a very strict and old-fashioned teacher, he gets very irritated, and that's why he assigned a special homework to Anne, that she has to write an essay on the topic chatterbox. Chatterbox means a person, usually we call a person who always keep on talking and never stops. Now I told you that I have written 1 over here. Why I have written 1 over here? So that you can keep in mind that the teacher, he punished Anne with this special homework 3 times. So this was the first time when he assigned her a homework to written an essay on the topic, the chatterbox. Clear? A chatterbox it is actually. Clear? Next is what see you can see over here, and this though I read that day only. So let us move to next point, then we will come to the review. Okay. Next is Mr. Keesing assigned her the second essay, Incorrigible Chatterbox. So here in this paragraph on page number 52, last paragraph, what Anne is saying about the first homework. That evening I had, after I had finished the rest of my homework, the note about the essay. One thing please, I am going off the point please. Here it is written, I be finished. So students, they often get confused over here that whether it is I would finished or I had finished. Okay, so they just get confused over here. So I am telling you, I always tell you all ki has, have, had is equals to third form of verb. Clear? Has, have, had, third form of verb. So here we have third form of verb, so it is I had. Clear? Because if here we have would, so here it should be first form of verb, V1. Clear? Because with what do you call it? Models, we always have first form of verb, but has, have, had, third form of verb. So here in the chapter it is, that evening after I had finished the rest of my homework, the note about the essay caught my eye. Rest of the homework means homework of other subjects. So I saw the note over there. I began about the subject while chewing the tip of my fountain pen, very important pen, which was gifted to her by someone very important. This pen was very dear to Anne Frank, and in the novel there is a complete episode on this fountain pen. Anyone could ramble on and leave big spaces between the words, but the trick was to come up with convincing arguments to prove the necessity of talking. What is her thinking? Ki the lack of something, right? Suppose you are decorating something, suppose you are cooking something, so the lack or the insufficiency of skill, it to everyone can have, right? But to have excessive of anything, right? That is the quality of what? Talented person. So what is her thinking? She is a child. We should understand child psychology. So she is understanding that if I have the quality to speak, okay, if I have the quality to present my views, if I don't allow the person who is talking to me to leave a gap in the conversation, कि अगर मैं मौका नहीं देती किसी को कि हम दोनों की बातों में गैप रह जाए, यानी मेरे पास इतने शब्द हैं कि मैं बात को जल्दी कवर कर लेती हूँ, तो इट्स अ गुड क्वालिटी, राइट? I thought and suddenly I had an idea. I wrote 3 pages Mr. Keesing had assigned me and was satisfied. तो मैंने 3 पेज कैसे लिखा? I argued that talking is a student's trait and that I would do my best to keep it under control. और उसने आर्ग्यू किया कि टॉकिंग तो ट्रेट है एक स्टूडेंट का, कैरेक्टर पॉइंट है, राइट? तो बट स्टिल आई विल ट्राई टू कंट्रोल इट, मैं इसको कंट्रोल करने की कोशिश करूंगी, बट दैट आई वुड नेवर बी एबल टू क्योर माई सेल्फ ऑफ द हैबिट सिंस माई मदर टॉक as much as I did, if not more, and there is not much you can about inherited traits. तो वो क्या कहती है यहाँ पर कि इस क्वालिटी को मैं कंट्रोल करने की कोशिश करूंगी, लेकिन मैं पूरी तरह से खत्म नहीं कर सकती, क्योंकि ये क्वालिटी मेरी मदर में भी है। और जो क्वालिटीज़ हमारे अंदर हमारे पेरेंट्स से आती हैं, हमारे एंसेस्टर से आती हैं, वो नेचुरल क्वालिटीज़ हैं, इनबॉर्न क्वालिटीज़ हैं, उन क्वालिटीज़ को दूर करना या ख़त्म करना इट इज़ इम्पॉसिबल। क्लियर? तो एट दिस मिस्टर कीसिंग ही laughed a lot in the class when he read this in the class. उसने अपने ऐसे में ये सारी बातें लिखी थी, राइट? तो मिस्टर कीसिंग ही laughed a lot. But when I proceeded to talk my way through the next lesson, he assigned me next point 8-1. लेकिन जब उसने दोबारा अपने नेक्स्ट लेसन में फिर बात, नेक्स्ट लेसन मतलब जब दोबारा मिस्टर कीसिंग की क्लास आई और अगले दिन फिर उसने बात करनी शुरू की, तो मिस्टर कीसिंग अगेन ही गॉट इरिटेटेड and he assigned her the second essay. Here I am writing 2, an incorrigible chatterbox. Incorrigible means the one who cannot be stopped, who cannot be corrected. Okay, it is considered as a very bad quality. So he just tagged Anne Frank with this bad quality. Usually na this is very it was not a bad quality for Anne. It's a very bad trait of the teachers. They usually don't understand the psychology of a student, और वो क्या करते हैं, बच्चों को नाम दे देते हैं. You are the very weak, ठीक है, like मोटू खड़े हो जाओ and all. So this is what, this is a very bad quality of a teacher, because in this way that they are not punishing a student, they are making fun of the student, which puts a very bad impact on a child who is growing, right? तो जब उन्होंने Mr. Keesing, when he tagged Anne Frank with this name, she got really disappointed, but she did not show it in the class. Okay, so but again she wrote an essay on the same topic, right? एक ही टॉपिक पर पहले लिखा उसने, ऑलरेडी 3 पेज शी हैड रिटन, फिर दोबारा सेम टॉपिक मिल गया, बस टाइटल डिफरेंट किस लिए था, ताकि आन को वो क्या करना चाहते थे, पोक करना चाहते थे और ज्यादा उसको, he wanted to show her कि you are wrong and you cannot be cured this problem. Actually he was thinking that talking is a problem, so this cannot be cured. So he gave her a same topic, but its name was a bit different, only to show Anne Frank that she was an incorrigible chatterbox, right? Next point is Mr. Keesing assigned her to write thrice. Again, she was just a child, she could not stop herself, right? So again she assigned her third time, thrice. Third time he assigned on almost same topic. Quack, 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 sad mistress, chatterbox. Mistress, I am underlining it, I will explain what is mistress here. Right? So again he gave her the same topic to write on. Clear? So here Anne Frank, just a girl of 13 or 14 years old, she gets so confused. Suppose take your example. Right? You have written an essay on a topic, 3-page essay. The teacher tells you to write on something more on it. Next day also teacher gives you, आपको वही ऐसे अगले दिन फिर मिल जाता है. ऐसा करो, आप सेव वाटर पर लिखो कुछ. You write 3 pages on it. Next day फिर, why should we save water? इस पर लिख दो. What you will write? But still the girl, second time also she wrote. Clear? And third day again, Mr. Keesing, he just changed the topic. लेकिन टॉपिक नेम, बट टॉपिक क्या था, कंटेंट तो सेम ही आना था ना उसमें. तो द गर्ल, उसका बच्चे के ऊपर कितना प्रेशर जा रहा है, दिस द चाइल्ड साइकोलॉजी, दिस ही वाज नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग. तो हियर शी इज राइटिंग, एन फ्रैंक लिखती है यहाँ पर, द क्लास रोड मीन्स लाफ्टर, ड्यू टू जोर से हंसना. आई हैव टू लाफ टू, मुझे भी हंसना पड़ा. इट हैपन्स ना व्हेन इन क्लास everyone is making fun of you, the teacher himself or herself is making fun of you, तो सारी क्लास आप पर हंसती है, तो बच्चे को भी मुस्कुराना पड़ता है. क्लियर? उसे ऐसा लगता है कि अगर मैं रो दूंगा तो बच्चे मुझ पर और हंसेंगे. तो she was just showing कि she is taking everything very lightly, but actually this was not happening. From the inner side, the child was feeling embarrassed because she had been punished thrice in the class, right? Though I had nearly exhausted my ingenuity on the topic of chatterboxes, मेरी क्षमता खत्म हो चुकी थी लिखने की. It was time to come up with something else, something original. My friend, इस बार मुझे सर को कुछ ओरिजिनल लिख कर देना था. तो मेरी फ्रेंड सैम, SANNE, her friend Sam, who is good at poetry, offered me to write the essay from beginning to end in verse. तो इस बार उन्होंने क्या प्लान किया कि इस बार हम लोग वर्स में, पोएट में, राइम स्कीम में इस बार लिखते हैं ऐसे को. इट विल बी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अ पोएम. एंड आई जम्प्ड फॉर जॉय एंड आई वाज वेरी हैप्पी, क्योंकि कुछ नया करने वाली थी मैं. सी द पॉजिटिव साइड ऑफ द चाइल्ड. द टीचर, ही इज प्रेशराइजिंग अ गर्ल, अ 13-year-old गर्ल, अ 13-year-old स्टूडेंट, बट हाउ लाइवली शी इज. उसके कैरेक्टर का ट्रेट देखो क्या सामने आ रहा है कि शी इज वेरी पॉजिटिव, वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग फ्रॉम इनसाइड. Even when the whole class was laughing on her, she did not cry. She did not even try to show that she was feeling bad, because she has written here कि I had to laugh, तो मुझे भी तो हंसना पड़ना ही था. Clear? तो where we were? Okay. I jumped for joy. Mr. Keesing was trying to play a joke on me with this ridiculous subject. It's ridiculous. Okay, I forgot to explain mistress. Wait, you people must be waiting. So quack quack said mistress chatterbox. Mistress means what? Mister. किसी घर का ओनर है ना, सॉरी मास्टर, किसी घर का ओनर है तो हम उसको कहते हैं कि ही इज द मास्टर ऑफ दिस थिंग. इसके पास कलाकारी है इन चीजों की. वी यूजुअली से ना कि ही इज द मास्टर ऑफ साइंस. उसके पास बहुत ज्यादा गुण है इस चीज का. तो यहाँ पर मास्टर्स फीमेल फेमिनिन इज वर्ड इज मिस्ट्रेस. तो उन्होंने क्या कहा कि मिस्ट्रेस चैटरबॉक्स, यहाँ पर उन्होंने किसको बुलाया? आन फ्रेंड को. राइट, कि उसके पास बोलने की क्या है? शी इज वेरी कैपेबल ऑफ स्पीकिंग इन अ नेगेटिव सेंस. सारा दिन चपड़ चपड़ करते रहना काइंड ऑफ थिंग. राइट. तो वेयर वी वर, यस. तो आन फ्रेंड क्या सोच रही थी कि मिस्टर कीसिंग मुझ पर जो क्रैक करना चाहते थे, लेकिन इनडायरेक्टली एक पोम लिखकर, और किस तरीके से उसने वो पोम लिखी? शी क्रैक द जोक ऑन हिम, बट I would make sure the joke was on him. I finished my poem and it was beautiful. Positivity of a girl. उसने पोम लिखी और वो कह रही है कि वो बहुत अच्छी थी. It was about a mother duck and a father swan. एक मदर डक और फादर स्वान के बारे में. With 3 baby ducklings who were bitten to death by the father. 3 बेबी डकलिंग्स थे उनके, मदर डक एंड फादर स्वान. ठीक है, और उनके 3 बेबी डकलिंग हैं. What happens? Who were bitten to death by the father. लेकिन फादर ने इनको क्या कर दिया? He killed them. Why? Because they quacked too much. क्योंकि वो बहुत ज्यादा क्वैक क्वैक करते थे. Luckily, Mr. Keesing took the joke the right way. Clear? Yes. So what I was telling you, कि the ducklings who were bitten to death by the father because they quacked too much, because they were very noisy. All the time they used to do quack, quack, quack. Right? Luckily, Mr. Keesing took the joke in the right way. It was the lucky thing for Anne Frank that Mr. Keesing, he understood the satire beyond, right? और जो बात आन को समझाना चाहती थी, he understood the deeper meaning, the metaphorical meaning of her poetry. Okay, he read the whole poem to the class, and this episode it actually changed Mr. Keesing's personality at the end. Right? From this side, you people can read. Mr. Keesing changed personality, and at the end, how he changed? Okay, so he read this poem to the whole class, adding his own comments. He added his own comments also, positive, and to several other classes as well. And this poem, it was read in other classes also, other sections and classes. Since then, I have been allowed to talk and haven't been assigned any extra homework. And after that, Mr. Keesing, he never stopped Anne Frank from talking, because he understood the metaphorical meaning of that verse, of that poem. That Anne, she wanted to give a message to the teacher that by stopping her from talking indirectly, he is killing her. He is biting her in such a way, or indirectly he is killing her talent, he is killing her personality. Right? So since then I have been allowed to talk and haven't been assigned any extra homework. On the contrary means just opposite to this. This phrase on the contrary you can use in your, where I have told you, analytical paragraphs. Right? Mr. Keesing is always making jokes these days. Means earlier he was a very strict teacher, very old fashioned teacher, but now he has become a very fun loving man. He has started cracking jokes. He has started, doing comedy or very lively with the students. Right? So this is the story of your chapter 4, from the diary of Anne Frank. Clear? Please read the text. Reading of the text is very important. Clear? If you will not go through the text, you will not be able to do the extracts which will be there in your exam. That's all. Thank you very much.